Do you guys see my new Hamilton shirt? Can you see that? Holy shnikes, guys. I am here to do the A to Z book tag. It is quite substantial. There's a question for every letter of the alphabet, and I have like stacks of books all around me that probably they have to be at least my height. So let's go right into it quickly. A to Z book tag, let's go. Easily, Stephen King. This is a small sampling of the books of his that I have, and I've read even more. So, I mean, not a question at all. Stephen King. I don't read many sequels. I don't read many series. I'm choosing the sequel to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. This is actually like the whole collection. Let me see what the actual first and then second one is. So Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is the original book, and then The Restaurant at the End of the Universe is the, I guess, sequel. So I love this entire thing. This is compiled 5 novels, the entire series. So I guess I'll say The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy's sequel, The Restaurant at the End of the Universe by Douglas Adams. Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe. Probably coffee for sure. Definitely physical books. I like to have something to hold. I honestly don't really know. I don't know. I'd like to say like Ron Weasley, because in high school I tended to like date like the guys that were kind of like on the dorkier side. If Ron played like an instrument or was in choir, that probably would be spot on. I don't know. Well, I guess Quidditch is the equivalent. No, Quidditch is a sport. I never dated sporty guys. I don't really know. I'm gonna still say Ron, because I feel like temperament and personality-wise, right on track. House of Sand and Fog. I came across this in the Goodwill thrift store for $1, and I just picked it up because I thought the cover looked really cool, and I heard of it before, and I ended up massively loving it. So definitely this one. This book only has about 7,000 ratings on Goodreads, and I absolutely loved it. So I chose Into the Forest by Jean Hegland. I just think more people should read it. It's like no one talks about it, but it's really, really good. So, I'm going to say that, okay, when I graduated graduate school, I was in school for 2 years, and then before that, you know, I got married and I had my first baby, and then I had my second baby. It was, like, I really didn't read for fun anymore. But coming up on the last semester of my last year at graduate school, I started finally reading again, and I'm pretty sure that one of the very first books that I kind of picked back up to like start reading all over again was Room by Emma Donoghue, and I really enjoyed it. And I think this is one of the books that kind of really jump-started me back into reading regularly and reading to the level that I am reading at right now. There was a handful of books I read, but I think this one really stuck out for me. Love and First Sight by Josh Sundquist. It was actually an ARC, so it doesn't come out till 2017. That's why it's on my phone. I honestly won't read, like, mass market romance paper books. Like, I'm not gonna read Louis L'Amour books, like the super romance novels with, like, Fabio on the cover. This stand has 1,153 pages. That is the largest book that I've ever read, but I don't have a physical copy of it. So I guess for reference sake, the second largest book I've ever read is Under the Dome by Stephen King, and that's the second largest book I've ever read. The Nest by Kenneth Opel. I recently read this, and it really, I mean, I couldn't sleep at night. I was tossing and turning. The whole day after I read the book, I couldn't pick anything else up. It really stayed with me. It touched me really deeply as a mom. And it's so short, and it's just, I read it very quickly, and it's just, it was really powerful. And I didn't expect that from this thing at all. 3, and I guess I can call this one back here a half. That's like where I put my immediate TBR. It's not really a shelf, it's just a couple of bookends, so I guess I'm gonna call it a half a shelf. So or half of a bookshelf. bookcase. I don't know. I'm gonna say 3.5. I'm gonna say Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and of course all the Harry Potters. My couch downstairs, my desk at work when we're slow, and bed right here. True love is the best thing in the world, except for cough drops. Life is biting into a cupcake and finding an eyeball in its center. I don't have The Bazaar of Bad Dreams by Stephen King, but I love the quote, "Once you started eating shit, it had a way of becoming your regular diet." I'm gonna say Invisible Monsters by Chuck Palahniuk. I don't even have it. I sold it. I got rid of it. I hated it. I really did, which was it was a shame, a disappointment, because I used to really like him. I guess The Raven Cycle, I read the first one, and I probably will eventually read the rest of them. I guess I need to finish this because I started it, although, honestly, I don't read series. I don't get into series. I don't really like series, so I don't know if I'll ever finish it. I'm sorry. People that love the series, I'm sorry. I hate answering questions like this because I don't have favorites of anything. I just picked 3 of my favorites, and I try to pick ones that I didn't mention. Wait, that's not true. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. I picked The Martian by Andy Weir. I think it was so clever and so unique and so funny. So this one for sure. The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold. I've talked about this before. Funny thing is I haven't read this book in years, so it's due for a reread, and I'm curious to see if I feel the same way as I think I feel. And I added The Princess Bride by William Goldman. Harry Potter, I mean, for sure. I mean, there's no explanation needed. Let's move on. The one book I am excited to read is I See You by Claire McIntosh. It's the follow-up book. It's not a sequel, but it's just the follow-up book after I Let You Go, which I just read last month. Maybe, I don't know, maybe because I read at work when I should be doing work. This is Tim's book. Oh, I just got this at Half Price Books. It is Lisey's Story by Stephen King. I've never read it, but I've had my mom's paperback for years, and I keep promising I'm going to read it. So now I can return her book to her finally and actually put this nice one on my shelf. 11/22/63. I was up past 1 or 2 several times trying to get this thing done, especially when I hit really awesome parts. So for sure, this has caused me to have some sleepless nights. Alright guys, that is everything. That is A to Z. I have so much to put away now, and I'm not looking forward to it at all. Let me know if there's any tags out there that you want to see, and if you've done this tag, link it down below. I really want to watch it. I think these are really fun, and now I'm exhausted, and now I'm gonna lug all these books back downstairs, but it's okay. If you have any questions about the books that I've talked about, ask me, and we will have a conversation down below. And for fun, let me know what the 27th book on your bookshelf is. Just curious. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful Christmas if I don't see you before then. Bye!